Hey guys, it's Dami here from Clientele Boosters, and today we're going to be talking about reframing, aka how to control your mind. Now, you're probably thinking, what is this 24-year-old with weird hair, a yellow and white, or an orange and white logo on the back, and terrible handwriting got to say about controlling your mind? And that's a very fair question. But I would say that we can all agree that we can reframe things with our words. So here's what I mean by this. When I was 20 rather, I used to study a lot of NLP. So Tony Robbins, some of the other big dogs in the US. And I would read a lot of books. I'd read really, really interesting books. I'd read books from Robert Greene, who talks about, more other stuff like sociology and power, infrastructure, and how things work at a interpersonal level, and the things we get from our parents, and the things that we keep, and the things that we can rid of, and the things that are hard to rid of, etc. But the thing that I love the most about NLP is that you can learn how to influence people through language by tying in their beliefs, their perceptions, and ideas around the world. So let's just say I'm really hurting, it's really hot. It's really hot today and I'm sweating. I could say I am sweating, or I could say it is so hot that it could melt an ice cube. Now, because you know that ice is cold, or you have the idea or perception that ice is cold, and it is, by the way, and you understand that the sun is the opposite, it's very, very hot, it's so hot that it could kill you, which it can, you have associated certain ideas and parallels to envision an ice cube melting because it is that hot. See how that's a different way of articulating yourself. So when it comes to reframing, I'll give you an example right now. My production company, Kosa. Right now, we're heading up to Bali in end of next month, 5 to 6 weeks. We have less than 20% of our cast members recruited for this season. Now, I could be like, I am so stressed and I am so worried that we're not going to hit our numbers. Instead, and I mean this genuinely, and this takes practice, by the way. I'm not imploring or encouraging this kind of belief system right upon you, but it's something to consider. I simply see it as, I've been here before. Dami's been in worse situations. Dami, if anyone can figure this out, because he's done this for other countries and other cities before with more controversial content. Different reframe. Instead of me saying, oh my gosh, I am so scared. And what that does is it allows me to become resourceful. Okay, if I've done this before, what are things that Dami has done historically that has allowed him to get over X hurdle? What are mindsets that Dami has adopted before that he's able to pass on to the team in the recruiting division so they can recruit harder or more tactically? What has Dami done before to be able to incentivize behaviors for people to adopt in the team and also in the cast so they can also bring more of their people and we can create an amazing season and surprise ourselves more than ever before? Every time things get really, really hard, you have two opportunities, to sink or swim. The good thing about swimming is you are actually creating a pattern in your mind of resourcefulness. The unfortunate thing about sinking is you are also creating a pattern in your mind that is to sink, right? So I'd encourage that every time things get difficult, let's just say you came out of a breakup, let's just say you had a best friend issue, let's just say someone's passed away, let's just say you had a bad grade at school, let's just say, you didn't get picked for a team. Okay, this is fantastic. I got fire now. You didn't pick me for the team? Thank you. That's what I needed. I was missing that X factor. You just lost your biggest client? I remember last year, at some point of last year, we lost 10 clients in a month. So much. And it's still, that would still hurt me today because my agency is it's bigger than, I guess, many, but it's still quite small comparatively to where my goals are, right? But I remember last year, at one point, we lost 10 clients in a month. It was the month after our operations manager left. And I knew as soon as she left, the walls were crashing. And I was like, hey, cool. This simply shows you that your agency's infrastructure is not strong enough yet. What an opportunity. If I want to build an 8 to 9 figure agency by my late 20s, then I better learn how to build infrastructure to the point where if I lose 10 clients, I should be asking myself, why don't I get 10? How am I not getting 10 clients a day? How foolish that's completely my fault. Of course I lost 10 clients. I should have been getting 10 clients a day. Dummy, of course. That's how you have to think about this. I think I learned this a bit from Grant Cardone as well. He has the 10X rule. And I actually met Grant Cardone. I didn't have the money to get mentorship from him. This was back in 2019. I met Gary Vee as well. You guys that have stalked me will see the picture of me and Gary Vee. I met Grant Cardone the same day. Called him Uncle G because that was his nickname. Anyway, and Grant Cardone always talks about, you got to think bigger, man. And initially I was like, I thought that was just some American hype. But he's completely right. Most problems can be solved by thinking bigger. Most problems can be solved by thinking bigger. You lost your whole business to the cough 19? Amazing. Of course you did. You weren't a good enough entrepreneur. You should have been such a good entrepreneur that you should have thrived in COVID because people did and you didn't. Same did I. I didn't thrive. I lost the whole agency. We were about to hit our first 10K month. I had a client that was pending in Williamstown. It was a pizza restaurant. They've closed as well. And then I pretty much was like averaging 500 to like 1,000, 2,000 bucks a month throughout all 2020. I didn't even get a job again that year until I was just before I was turning 21. And I got fired from that job after like 4 weeks. Of course I did. I wasn't skilled enough. Get what I'm saying? Now if I lose a client, I'm like, oh, that's calm. I'll make 500 cold calls and like sign up 3 in like a week. Skill. Reframe. Right? I'm telling you guys, the more you practice this, the more your brain, like my response to fear is so different now. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Do you know how many people are gonna quit? Oh, I'm a ex-basketball player, right? I used to say cookies. Cookies means like it's easy. Like this is gonna be an easy one-on-one or a layup. I'm like, oh, everyone's quit? Oh, this is gonna be cookies. This is gonna be yummy, delicious. Oh, I just got harder? Oh, this is excellent. Awesome. No one else is gonna do this. Free smoke, right? You guys got to reframe stuff. Control that mind of yours. Don't let the mind control you. The better you get at this, especially month after month, year after year, whew, you're a force to be reckoned with. And people want to follow forces to be reckoned with. You know? Now, if you want to learn how I've been able to build teams and become a force to be reckoned with, and, you know, to be a 24-year-old managing between 50 to 100 people across 3 ventures, that didn't happen overnight. But if you want to learn how I was able to do that and still learning, right? To lead and become a better leader and just develop a better mindset, you can click the links below. I have a free Skool group. You can learn more about mindset, leadership, multi-6-figure mindsets that I've been able to create, and hopefully in the next year or two, a multi-7 and eventually multi-8-figure mindset. But, you know, there's a free group there. You can check out other entrepreneurs all around Australia and the world. And then I've got a paid Skool group, which is 129 USD-ish a month, which is, you know, gives you more videos that I have access and I've created. And, you know, high-level entrepreneurs, more stuff. Weekly coaching call with me, I believe, as well, one of our coaches. And then there's the Mega Community Consulting Program. But that's not for everyone. That's only for people that want to add an extra $10 to $1 million in a year. But, you know, you'll have to, it's ideal that you're making at least 10 to 50K a month if you're going to pick that program, because it's like a 5-figure investment. But it works well. And we have a lot of case studies. You can check out the landing page. We've got case studies there. Also like an 8-minute interview with Ty Lopez. Anyway, guys, reframe things. Control your mind. You'll be so surprised what you can accomplish. You will be so surprised what you can accomplish. You will be so surprised what you can accomplish. Think mega. Take care.